A shooting near the White House has triggered a sweeping policy shift in the United States, with America now suspending processing of all immigration requests from Afghans and deploying 500 additional National Guard troops to the country's capital. U.S. authorities, in fact, say an Afghan national opened fire on 2 National Guard soldiers in a busy lunchtime district just blocks from the White House, forcing an immediate lockdown. And the investigators have identified the suspected gunman as 29-year-old Afghan national from Washington state, whose exact motive is being ascertained. And according to reports, the suspected shooter previously served alongside U.S. forces in Afghanistan. The police saying that the National Guards are in a critical condition and have been taken to hospital for treatment, while the Afghan suspect, who was also injured during confrontation, is also undergoing treatment. The fallout of the incident is already enormous. Within hours of the shooting, U.S. President Donald Trump ordered the Department of Homeland Security to suspend all Afghan immigration requests. He also demanded a review of every Afghan who has entered the U.S. in recent years. Listen to this first.
Department of Homeland Security is confident that the suspect in custody is a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in September 2021. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here.
And Trump further described the attack as an act of terror. Later in the day, the FBI also said they are treating the case as an ongoing investigation of terrorism. Officials quickly echoed the president's line as well. The CIA director, in fact, blamed the 2021 U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan and the Biden administration for allowing the suspect into the country. The CIA director has said the suspect entered the country because of previous cooperation with the U.S. government, including the CIA in Kandahar, as a member of a partner force. But then here's the thing. Homeland Security Secretary reportedly said the Afghan national arrived in America in September 2021 and applied for asylum in 2024, which was granted the following year under the Trump administration. Now, in the aftermath of that shooting and Trump's directive, the U.S. has now halted processing of immigration requests related to Afghan nationals, pending further review of security and vetting the protocols, and also the vetting protocols. But this sudden immigration freeze also places tens of thousands of Afghans in jeopardy in a way. As per reports, around 100,000 Afghan nationals were resettled across the U.S. and Canada after the 2021 U.S. pullout. The UK admitted 4,500 of the most vulnerable, while Pakistan took in roughly 700,000 more refugees after the Taliban takeover. The US, one of the major players in the longest period of turmoil in Afghanistan's history, is now closing its doors and labeling refugees as security threats. And that distinction matters, because immigrants choose to migrate, refugees run for their lives. And Afghanistan's refugee crisis is not accidental. Washington has a major role in it, after all. The cycle started in the 1980s, when the US trained and armed Mujahideen fighters against the Soviet Union. It intensified through a 20-year military occupation starting in 2001. It culminated in the chaotic 2021 withdrawal that left the country collapsing into Taliban control. Afghans fled because of decisions made in Washington, yet now many are being treated as criminals in a way before they even step on US soil, and it does not end there. According to reports, the U.S. Secretary of State has directed American diplomats to pressure allied governments in Europe, Canada, Australia, New Zealand to tighten their own borders, restrict immigration, and cite crimes recorded by immigrants. A shooting near the White House may have exposed security gaps, but the U.S. response also raises a serious question. Is this about public safety, or about abandoning the very victims of wars that America helped create? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.